All right, let's get into the next game. Appalachian State versus Georgia State. GSU opened as a -5 favorite. The total is 140.5. GSU, they are now a 7-point favorite. The total is 136. Appalachian State 16-11 on the year, 13-9-1 against the spread, while Georgia State Panthers, they are 16-5, 11-8 against the spread. Get to these injury reports, see what they got. Appalachian State, they are healthy, while Jones III, he's been out with a foot injury, big man. Right now, Appalachian State's on a 3-game winning streak. They've been in overtime in the last 2 games. They beat Texas State 76-73 and Coastal Carolina 64-61, which, after I cashed out, I had some in the tank, and I took Coastal Carolina to win the game. They was like a plus 160 dog. It was close. They nutted up, man. They nutted up, But
I almost rolled with you in overtime, but I was driving and I missed it, so I couldn't even.
So you got lucky. Georgia State, they are on an 8-game winning streak. In fact, they have a 85-71 victory against Appalachian State February 23rd. They beat the closest person who's actually been very consistent, like playing them tough, has been South Carolina and Arkansas State. But Appalachian State has beat them twice this year, early in the season. The last one that I can see right now was 61-74. So Appalachian State is 2-1 in the last 3 games versus Georgia State. Some more actual factions. Appalachian State, they are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 games. They are 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games. They are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 games against Georgia State. 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games against Georgia State. 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games this season. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games against the Sun Belt Conference opponent. 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games in March. 4-14 in the last 18 games on a Monday. And the total has gone on over 6 out of the last 9 when playing as an underdog. Georgia State, they are 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 5 games. The Georgia State, they are 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 7 versus Appalachian State. They're 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games. 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against Sun Belt Conference opponents. 10-4 against the spread in the last 14 games in the month of March, and 6-1 against the spread as in the last 7 games when playing as a favorite. App State versus Georgia State. Marley, do you have anything on this?
I do. I have I got Georgia State -7, and mainly is because Appalachian State's coming off 2 overtime games. They gotta be tired. They got 4 games in. Let me check real quick. They played on the 7th and the 6th. Today's the 8th, and then on the 27th of February. So they got 4 games in a week. 4 games in 7 days. 5 games in 7 days. They played on the 26th as well. They gotta be. I'm sorry. That was Georgia State. Excuse me. Appalachian State played on the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, and the 27th, and now they're playing on the 8th. So that's the 5th, 6th, 7th, the 8th, and the 27th. This will be the 5th game in 8 days. So they had 3 days of rest in between, with 2 of those games, the last 2 being OT. They gotta have tired legs. So for me, even though they beat this Appalachian State team earlier in the season, Georgia State just beat them by 13. And they're, what'd you say, 8-game winning streak, I believe you said, if I'm not mistaken. So for me, it's just a matter of nutrition. I just don't think they got the legs to keep up. And Georgia State is a up-tempo team. They like to run. And they're going to press, if I'm not mistaken, on defense. They're a press team. So you got to think they played 2 overtime games, and now you got a team that's not finna let you walk the ball up the court. So you finna have to use energy the whole game. I just don't see this this game being too close. I think Georgia State runs away with it. I see Javaris Chester in the chat. My boy, what up with it? I like the over as well because I know Georgia State is going to push. They're going to push the tempo. They are going to run. So I'm on the -7. I have a slight lean to the over. I probably will jump on the over. I haven't made a decision yet. Got time, so it's no rush on that. The game's at 6. But I'm definitely on the -7.
Okay. Yeah, these games, today there's a lot of trash games, but there's some
Yeah,
games that
yeah, I got that.
we can get some winners out of. Um, I like Georgia State. Oh, so what's your official play? You got official play or no?
Yeah, my official play is -7.
All right, GSU -7. Okay. My official play for this one is the first half -3.5 in favor of Georgia State. Appalachian State, like you said, they went in a double overtime the last two games. Legs are shot. They've played six. They played 6 quarters. Well, you know, you could say they played 5.5, 4.5 games in the last 2 days.
Right.
So that's a big factor right there. So they can definitely come out rusty in the first half. I mean, not rusty, just tired in the first half. They have lost the last two first halves by 6 points. The spread is -3.5. They beat it. Let me see so Georgia State beat App State by 10 in the first half. The last game they played against each other. So yeah, I'm on Georgia State right here. This is going to be my first play. Keep it very simple. Get in and get out. Because they got a young hooper over there, man, that's balling for App State. So just based off of what I've seen and what I researched, I think Georgia State has a great opportunity in the first half to make some easy money. So that's my official play. First half -3.5.
We gon' make them pay. Make a way out of no way, smoking good kush, drinking OJ.